Hey everyone! So today, we're diving deep into a song that's so much more than a breakup anthem. We're talking about Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds. And what makes it a masterpiece isn't just the melody, it's that it's an emotional trap. We're going to take it apart piece by piece to see why the conflict in this song feels so raw, so real, and, well, so impossible to escape.
So let's just start with a big question. Is this maybe the most stressful love song ever written? I mean, think about it. It's not just about heartbreak, it's about being stuck. It's about being caught in a vicious cycle of doubt that you just can't break out of. And that feeling, it's not an accident. It is engineered deliberately within the song itself.
To really get this, we need to understand a core idea, the interpretive trap. This is what makes the song both brilliant and, honestly, agonizing. Just imagine being in a situation where every single thing you do to try and fix a problem, every promise you make, every tear you shed, just ends up making you look more guilty. That's the trap.
And this emotional trap is where the real drama of the song lives. It sets the stage for this desperate need for love and intimacy, but it does it under the absolute worst conditions imaginable, total and complete mistrust. You've got love and you've got doubt, and they're locked in this brutal death spiral where you can't have one without the other.
So how does a trap like this even work? Well, it all starts when shared meaning just completely falls apart. It's the foundation of any relationship, right? The moment the speaker says something like, "I've never lied to you," the suspicious mind immediately hears, "Oh, that's exactly what a liar would say." Every word gets poisoned by doubt.
So let's peel back the first layer of this trap, the lyrics. The words in this song don't really move forward. They just run in circles. They create this lyrical engine that powers the whole feeling of being trapped.
It all comes back to this one central plea, doesn't it? This isn't just a line in a song. It's the core argument of the entire conflict. It's this desperate cry to rebuild a foundation that's already turned to dust.
And then he says it again. And as a listener, you start to feel that pressure building. You start to think, okay, why does he have to keep saying it? It's because it isn't working. The message just is not getting through.
By the time you hear it the third time, it becomes crystal clear. This isn't a catchy chorus. No way. This is the sound of total relational paralysis. They are stuck, and the lyrics force us, the listeners, to be stuck right there in the mud with them, going absolutely nowhere.
So yeah, that repetition, it's not there to comfort you. It's compulsive. It's desperate. It is literally the sound of language completely failing at its one job, which is to solve the damn problem. The more he talks, the more trapped they both become.
But you know, it's not just what he's saying, it's how he's saying it. And that brings us to the next layer of the trap, Elvis's voice. The performance takes this argument in the lyrics and turns it into a raw, physical struggle.
And this is where you hear this incredible contradiction. The words are this soft, tender plea, "Oh, let our love survive." But his voice? There's nothing tender about it. It's escalating, it's cracking, it's unstable. It's just filled with this painful bodily urgency.
That strain in his voice makes the whole thing feel less like a polished song and more like you're listening to a real struggle unfold in real time. You can actually hear the physical effort. The conflict isn't just an idea, it's in his body. And because of that, we can't help but feel it in ours.
Okay, so we've got lyrics running in circles and a voice that's about to break. Now let's look at the final masterstroke of this track, the music itself. The entire structure of this song is built to deny us any resolution. It just refuses to let go. And this is clearest in that famous false ending. You know the part. The music builds and builds to this massive emotional breaking point, and then it fades to silence. You take a breath, you think, okay, it's over. Phew. And then, bam, the whole fight comes roaring right back, and you're trapped all over again.
Now there's a music theory term for this. It's called deferred closure. But really, it's just a genius way of making the song's structure become the theme of the song. The music refuses to let the argument end. Just when you think there's a way out, it yanks you right back into that loop. The song's structure is the trap.
So, why does this masterpiece from 1969 still feel so powerful, so relevant today? Well, it's because the trap that it describes so perfectly has kind of exploded into a defining feature of our modern world.
I mean, just think about the song's core problem, right? This really intimate, personal breakdown of trust between just two people. Now, scale that up. That exact same problem has become our huge, modern crisis of shared meaning, where we all struggle to even agree on what's real, and every single fact is met with instant suspicion.
You see it play out in our surveillance culture, where every text message, every scene receipt, every single digital interaction can be endlessly picked apart and reread as evidence that someone is hiding something.
And maybe most of all, it's just that timeless, universal human struggle of trying to repair trust once it's been shattered. It's a challenge we face with our partners, sure, but also with our institutions and with society as a whole.
Which leaves us with a pretty haunting final question. Suspicious Minds isn't just a song about two people fighting. It's a warning. When we lose that fundamental bedrock of shared meaning and trust, are we all just caught in a trap that never, ever ends?